Hey everybody, Jason here in my garage again with another LED forward lighting review and test. Today I'm reviewing the Infitary Canbus Ready LED light upgrade. Now, it doesn't really have much of a model number other than Infitary Canbus Ready, but this has been suggested by a few of you, so here's that review. And like my other forward lighting reviews, I'm going to do an introduction and an unboxing and go over the published specs and cover some of the features. Then I'm going to test the brightness and light pattern using the following: an H11 headlight projector testing rig that I made, a 2018 Ford F-150 reflector headlight. I use this specifically because the Ford F-150 is the best-selling vehicle in America, and 2018 had the highest production number in the past 15 years. A benchtop power supply, and a basic lux meter mounted on my garage wall 20 feet away from where the projector or reflector is that I'll position the LED hotspot on. I measure initial brightness and then again after 27 minutes to see how the heat impacts the light output over time. I use 27 minutes because that's the average commute time in the United States. My tests aren't for lux number accuracy, but for comparison to a stock H11, which measures 550 projected lux and 910 reflected lux when performing the same test that I will on the light featured in this video. And if you want to do the same tests of your own, I put a complete list of the equipment I use in the description. Now, always remember to check the aim of your headlights at least once a year and always aim them after replacing the bulbs. If you install an LED and the cutoff is bad or you cannot aim them accurately or the light output scatters too much, it is not safe to use. So try a different style of LED or one with a lower output that will be more compatible with your light housing. See my other videos for more reviews to give you an idea of what you should try. Remember, replacing factory halogen bulbs with LEDs for headlights in the US is currently not legal, nor is it a DOT-approved practice. So when I say headlights, I am referring to off-road use or fog light use only, which is currently legal in the United States. This video is only an informational guide for using LED lights legally. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, let's check out this Infitary Canbus Ready LED light. Comes with a basic manual and a basic brochure. They do offer some other different styles. All right, let's jump into the published specs. It is rated at 72 watts per pair with 6,000 lumens each, has a color temperature of 6500K and a CSP style chip on a very, very thin copper board. It does have an adjustable ring and a fan for heat management along with an external driver. It does not have a polarity sensitive plug, and the IP rating is IP67, which means it's water and dust resistant. Has a lifespan of 50,000 hours, a 1-year warranty, and the price for an H11 at the time of this video is $37.99. So let's get into my thoughts on this. As I mentioned, Infitary makes a few different styles, but I do like this style. So according to Infitary, this is CAN bus ready. It does have a built-in decoder to prevent flickering or radio interference in about 97% of the cars on the market. And the design overall makes me think just a little bit of a previously reviewed light called the Basler B1, and I think it's just this part right there that makes me think of that. The Basler B1 is also pretty compact and small with a pretty thin core, so that's probably why. I do like how the cord is rather short. It's not overly long. Some LED lights have a very long cord, and you have to do something with that. And it is a pretty tough braid on this cord right here. Not a bad looking light. Average quality for the price that you're getting, but now you've seen the details, let's see how it performs in my light output lux test. Okay, here's my lux measurement from 20 feet. The projector was 709 lux. That's 159 above stock. Stock is 550 as a reminder. After 27 minutes, 582 lux. So it retained 83% of that brightness after 20 minutes. And for the reflector, the initial light output was 2530. That's 1620 above the stock rating at 910. And after 27 minutes of runtime, it went down to 2100 even. And here's a reflector comparison. As you can see, it's a bit more concentrated of a hot spot, especially in the upper left area, but not a lot of scattering. But I am concerned about that upper left area a little bit because that's where it's going to go into another driver's eyes. So make sure that if you run this light, make sure you aim it very, very carefully and accurately. Otherwise, you're going to be putting that light in somebody else's eyes rather on the road where it needs to be, and that's a 1-2 punch of a little bit of danger if you're not careful. I do want to mention the temperature. 102 degrees is on the low side for some of the LED lights I've reviewed. The average is about 120, 130 for an LED light, and of course the factory temperature of an OEM bulb is upwards of 300 degrees, so it still stays relatively cool. So here's my conclusion for this. It has a compact size for smaller areas or housing with shallower dust caps. I am surprised it didn't retain more heat than 83% after 27 minutes of testing, considering the low temp and the pretty impressive heat management, which is also surprising for the small fan it has. It's not a bad budget LED for the price, and at under $40, it's definitely a step up from stock. The construction reflects the price, but it's overall pretty well designed and pretty well constructed. I think that if you want to give it a try, you might be pretty happy with it. So hit the links below if you want to check it out and give one of these a try. And as always, thanks so much for hanging out in my garage, letting me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video.